Alright, welcome to my Let's Play slash How to Play Dark Souls. This isn't going to be a walkthrough per se. I'm not going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to show people how to think about Dark Souls and how they should try to go about playing Dark Souls to get the most out of it, to actually have fun doing it. So, let's start by creating our character. Let's see. Just give it my name. And then just be male. And alright. The first big decision, which isn't really a big decision. For the most part, your class doesn't really matter. There are some choices that are better than other choices. For example, the sorcerer and the cleric aren't really that good per se, just from a basic stat level. But then again, for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Your starting stats don't matter that much. But for this, I'm going to be going with the knight because it's the most simple playstyle to go about the straight up sword and shield as opposed to trying to use magic and whatnot. So we're just gonna go with that. Now the gift. The gift is an interesting decision. So you can pick the master key, which, like it says, opens any basic lock. It's the best gift, but for a first time playthrough it's probably not that good, because really what it allows you to do is to get into late level areas early on, so that's something you're probably not going to want. As for the other ones, none of them are really that much better than the other ones, except for the pendant, which it has no effect. It doesn't have any effect, so there's really no point in picking that. And the rest of it is just basically based on your play style, so I'm probably just going to go with the Twin Humanities. And this is just creating your character. Just leave it average. Just leave all of this the basic style. Alright. And let's begin. Oh, and here's this long opening cutscene.
In the age of ancients,
that has a lot of words that don't mean a lot.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Leto unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Right, so that was the opening cutscene. I know it said it didn't mean a whole lot, but if you want to know what it means, you have to sort of play Dark Souls through.
The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, so now we're playing Dark Souls. So, it starts you off in an interesting way. So you're basically just like a captive and a prisoner. You're an undead who's been forced into asylum because of their undeadness. And that's basically all you know at this point. And some man just dropped a body with a glowing thing on it, and you have a prompt that says pillage corpse. So let's pillage the corpse. Alright, a key. That's useful. Get out of here. Alright, and if you'll notice, all we have is this broken straight sword and our starting gift. And the next thing that draws your eyes are these little orange things on the ground. They are messages. These are left by the game to tell you basically the basic controls of the game. I'm not going to really explain them that much because you basically just have to grab the controller and figure these out for yourself. But this area is, I mean, it's the closest thing to like a basic tutorial-esque in a classic video game sense, because there's no way to get hurt. These guys won't attack you, so even if you attack them, see, you just don't care. But what you will also notice is there is this huge boy over here who's very scary and rather ominously just walking around. I wonder what he's doing there. So here are more messages. And anyway, we'll continue up this hallway till we come to more hallways. Here we go. But it's also teaching you about... See, this is what's so great about Dark Souls. You're learning mechanics that really won't come into play until a lot later. Like, if you can see, I walk a lot slower in water, in certain depths of water, and rolling is much slower in water. And so you can learn basically all of the mechanics right here in the very beginning of the game. Oh yeah, I guess I should show you even more. There is this guy, you might have seen him. He's just, oops, fat rolling. He's leaning against the wall. You can backstab him. Oops, no, I didn't backstab it. Well, but he's leaning against the wall, so you can backstab him and learn what backstabbing is, and things like that. Alright. Let's continue on. Do you really start out with fat rolling? If you pick knight, I guess so. Alright. Here we go. Continue. And now you're in a big open courtyard. You can explore. There's really nothing. There's two things to do here. That door's locked, so you can't do anything there. So there's this thing, and there's that big door. But this is closer, so we'll touch this first. We're gonna light the bonfire. Bonfire lit. We're not really sure what that does right now, but I'm sure we'll find out later. Oh, I can rest at the bonfire. That's about it. And I can leave. Alright. So, let's open this door to see the first real challenge of Dark Souls. Oh, hey, look. It's one of those messages. I wonder what it says. Get away. Get away. Oh! Okay. Let's get away. Because I don't wanna. Okay. You're scary. Let's just go through here. Right. So, I said that was one of the first challenges of Dark Souls. It didn't seem like we really overcame it. But that's sort of like what Dark Souls is about. You don't necessarily overcome things... Well, you do overcome things by beating them, but just because you see something doesn't mean you have to beat it. And that's, I think, because people think Dark Souls is such a challenging game, they see like this big boss and oh, they only have a broken straight sword, this must be why the game is so hard. But if you read the messages and you pay attention to what's going on, you're not ready to fight